Well, only in Washington you pat yourself on the back for trying to clean up a mess that you helped to create. Senator Lincoln voted to deregulate Wall Street in 1999. She's raised more than $1 million in campaign contributions from Wall Street, and she took no action for effective oversight for 10 years, despite serving on the Senate committee that was responsible for regulating these institutions. So, Senator Lincoln, what does the financial reform package that you have been touting do for the Arkansans who've already lost their jobs, lost significant portions of their retirement income, and some their homes as a result of this meltdown?
Well, I have to say, I'm extremely proud that Bill thinks I could have handled this all by myself in terms of what happened. And now looking at many of those who have come to us in seeking out help to try to solve the problems of what happened in this economic crisis, many of which he worked with in the Clinton administration. Geithner and Gensler and Larry Summers and so many others that were there with him in that administration, who actually sent those kind of suggestions to us in terms of what you're faulting me for. So in that very same administration that you claim to have made such a huge impact on, please note that there are a lot of those people that have been engaged in this as well. But what I do see is the fact that when I did get chair of the Agriculture Committee, I had control of the schedule and the control of the ability of the committee to take these things up. I produced the toughest reform bill of anyone in Washington on Wall Street. We required 100% transparency. We made sure that mandatory clearing and mandatory trading on an exchange were going to be a part of what the future was like. We also went the extra steps to make sure that we would not create anything more that the American families would have to suffer against too big to fail. We lowered systemic risk. We were able to protect municipalities and retirees by ensuring that without a doubt that anyone dealing in that swaps entity would have to have a fiduciary duty. We put together the toughest bill to the point where I'm even getting pushback from my caucus now, and certain of those individuals that Bill worked with when he was in that administration. We also increased enforcement authority to punish bad behavior, to ensure that things like what happened with the nation of Greece in the EU could not happen again, and that banks would have to go back to being banks. What we did in the bill that I produced was to protect Main Street and the people of this great state.
John Lane has